We always... I always fucking do that. Alright, welcome back again. As I said last time, we'll go ahead and check out some of the kind of life pod problems that we see around. I scouted out the location for a second base, and even though it took a little doing, I went ahead and got us some resources for something really cool that I figured we could go ahead and do real quick first. To do this, we're going to have to pull out our structural upgrade, which will come over here, go to the prawn suit. Not that one. Actually. Oh, no, that's right. It's at the modification table. I'm dumb. Ah! Alright, so we come back over here, go to our Seamoth upgrades, and we can make Compensator Mark II, which is fantastic. And then immediately upgrade that to a Mark III! Took a little while to collect those resources. Basically, it was 50 titanium put into titanium ingots with 5 lithium to make them plasteel, 2 of those aluminum oxide crystals, as well as 2 more computer chips. And watch what happens when we put this in here. 1,700 fucking meters! It's so good. It's so good. And then I also noticed that we had skipped a couple of these. So, Bart, that was the sun. It looks like he was working on glass for their observatories and found out that the stalker teeth were good for that. Also, looks like... Oh, shit. So he really seems to like the mercenary and was using a heat blade, which is what we've got now. That's really cool. And this is another one for Bart. Looks like it's him talking about the world. Talking about how most of the plant life is toxic. Oh, but that's what's going... That's what's the problem with us, I'm assuming, as well. The local fish are gross as well. He's trying to document his findings. A lot of cool stuff there. Paul is having a dilemma. Whoo! She needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it into her head that she can save us all if she acts recklessly enough. I hauled Star Walls to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. Better suited to lead. Alright, so he's super butthurt that she wants to take charge. And at least he can acknowledge that she is useful, but we remember that there were problems going on. Says that she was right about the caves, so that's interesting. I'm talking about making a fleet of Cyclopses. Maybe we can do that. Voice log. They were already at 200. Maybe this was the jelly mushroom biome, perhaps? Oh shit. I'll switch it. Why wouldn't I switch any more likely be half a kilometer down? It's a hunch. Alien gizmo we found. Ooh. So there's something near whatever base was at 200 meters. And we found it here, not up there. You're mad. Might be. And then curious discovery. What is that thing? I don't know. I found it outside in the mud. Part of a ship. Stand out. We're going to crumble to dusk. Oh, this sounds like an alien artifact. So maybe they have one of the alien artifacts too. Very interesting. Then we had the medical officer crew log. Oh shit, he's fucking... Okay, so he was a scientist, but he's terrible at it. Or a doctor, but he's terrible at it. No charity. Altera arms. We apparently found some flora. There was the bulb bush, the cave bush, violent boo. Those were all from the jelly shroom cave, so that's really cool to see. And then for habitats, we got the mod station, water filter, and alien containment. Alien containment, actually, I might have found that while I was gathering resources, and if that's the case, I'm sorry. But we'll go ahead and build one of those at the next base. I have scouted out the next base. You can see a waypoint somewhere. Future base right there. It's near one of the lower broadcast beacons, it looks like, so we'll be able to check that out as well. Let's go ahead and check our message that we have before we leave. I know we had one. Last known passenger, Joki Kassar, said, why do I have to record this anyway? Huh. So it looks like he was having problems with this thing. Oh wait, was that somebody important? That was the Mongolian emissary. Interesting.
Welcome aboard.
Very interesting. Oh. Oh no, we pulled that off. So we've got a sea moth that looks fairly close. The sea glide thing also decently close. Keen's is kind of near the future base, so we'll check that out when we go to the future base and actually set up there. And we're going to use the Cyclops to do that. I'm going to show you guys how that's going to work. I've put in some of the work for that. We've got a little bit more to go before we can get fully dealt with on that. And actually, we could do with having a quick snack before we go. And we've started switching over to the good water now that we're actually producing a fair amount of it. And luckily we've been getting to keep up on our food here. Oh shit, one more than I meant to. It's all good though. Actually, I think we can just, oh fuck it, load up on those, empty this. It's nice to keep that empty so that it will keep doing its job, because if it fills up it will stop, and we do have the power to support it right now, so there's no reason not to. Come back out here to the product. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, 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 beep. And if you remember before, I kind of compared it to the Diva mech because that's what it reminds me of. And I realized that's actually extremely appropriate because Diva's mech was actually designed to fight Omnics underwater, if you didn't know that. The whole point of the mecha program was that there's these underwater Omnics that attack fairly often. So they needed some people that were ready to deal with that crisis whenever it comes up. It's one of the few groups that seems to still have Omnic problems. I think Russia might as well, but I don't recall 100% on that. Don't quote me on that. But fun lore stuff. That's one of the wrecks we had checked out already. I think this was one that we'd maybe seen oh, nope, we didn't, because here's the PDA. Life pod made planet Paul intact. Knocked offline. Seamoth Bay collapsed around me. I can't make it out. Shadow shifting. Ooh. I can see what's left of the Aurora from the top hatch. We were carrying anything and everything. We might be able to complete the phase gate. I'm going to go out there and scavenge whatever I can find. See if I can reinforce them. Oh. So at least he seemed to, you know, have had his bearings and he was working in the right direction. The shifting things he was probably talking about was the sharks, of course. I assume that that is the Seamoth Bay then, since he said that it collapsed around him. And it looks like, I mean, we've seen Seamoth stuff all over the place here, as well as that giant chunk of ship. It would make sense that that like crashed into him and screwed him up. So we can go ahead and cross that one off. Which one was that? 17. We'll go ahead and turn this to invisible. Next, we'll go ahead and go to the Sea Glide. Oh, I love this thing so much. It's not quite as quick for getting around the shallow areas as the Seamoth. We probably could have done with bringing that, but I really wanted to show you guys the new hull upgrades for this, as well as kind of play around it a little bit more, because it's still a new toy for us. We'll have to check and see how far the Sea Glide can go down with a Mark III structural upgrade. I know it starts at 200. The first upgrade puts it up to 3, I believe. So maybe a Mark III will go to probably, I'm going to go ahead and guess, maybe 500, so it'll be more on par with the Cyclops, you know, be able to kind of go to the same areas that can start out at. It would make sense to me. Maybe that's not the case. We'll find out at some point so that I can give you guys a more definite answer. But all that in good time. And yeah, to kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea on what I meant with the Cyclops thing. So as you remember, we loaded up a bunch of machines into it. Like, we actually built a bunch of stuff in there. All that stuff, for the most part, if not all of it, is going to be used to populate the new base. In addition to that, I have filled pretty much every single ounce of storage that was in there. as well as created more storage things to stuff even more stuff into. So that was really fun. We still got a couple things I think I have to collect, but we'll end up doing that next time. Oh, this is the one where we left. We left this guy stuck, and you can see that he's still here. Let's go ahead and... What you gonna do, bitch? Remember how much these guys used to fuck with us? And we're just gonna drill his ass until he stops moving. Is he dead? No. He's definitely not like it. Is he alive? There's no way, right? Oh fuck, he is still alive. All right. Just give him one more drilling just for good measure. That's what you get. Never bite me again, you fucking asshole. Yeah, I can't believe he's surviving that. I know they usually run away when you drill them. I don't know if we actually can kill stuff yet, so maybe that's the case. Crew pod 3, we can go ahead and cross that one off. And, actually, were we just by that one? Like, super close, and then went even farther away? Would be embarrassed if that's the case. But, let's go ahead and see if we can get to Kassar as well. So, you know, it'd be nice to know how the emissary's doing. Hopefully he's doing fantastically, but we'll find out when we get there. Judging by the direction, it looks like it might be in the mushroom forest. Perhaps. Be really cool, right? We've spent a little bit of time out there. I know I've had to go out there a few times for some lithium, but it's always nice to take a cruise through there. The jelly rays are really pretty. I ended up grabbing a couple jelly ray eggs the last time I was farming, so we can actually grow those in an alien containment once we set it up. Those things, like I said, just look really... Fucking A! I've never done that before. Oh my god. Wait, is that past the mushroom forest? Ooh. It might be past the mushroom forest. Or maybe the mushroom forest is just ridiculously longer than I remember. That's lithium. We're doing pretty good on that right now. We've definitely got what we need for the reinforcements. Because, like I said, at lower depths, you want to reinforce the hull even more. Oh, shit. There's a nice big salt deposit, but we're doing pretty good for food right now, given that we can grow fresh stuff all the time. Oh, I fucking love these things. I can't wait till we have some. Like, just have some of the base that we can watch whenever we get a little bit stressed out by some, like, you know, big, horrifying monster that just wants to do butt stuff to us. Which we, of course, didn't agree to. I think I've got one of those eggs, so we'll go ahead and leave those there for now. Wait, was that a different one? Is that the same thing? No, that's the same thing. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. It is still in the mushroom forest. That's a relief. So I know if we get too much farther, we start getting out to an area that I think is called the Dunes. And I think it's full of really rude dudes. I think that was actually the location, if you remember, that popped up and said, "You're entering an area with lots of horrible shit that wants you dead. Is it worth it?" And we immediately said, no, it's not worth it, and we left. We'll go back there in the Cyclops once, like, after we get the new base set up, but we want to make sure that we're in a good position first. Life pod made planet fall approximately an hour ago. Environmental instruments were knocked offline. Oh, wait. God damn it. Alright, so... boarded the life pod. It's very, like, just immediately wants to mention how important this guy is. My creators, the traders, daily speak to those who pledge. Okay. Show me the path and life, truth, and life. Oh, he's praying, it sounds like. On and off and on again. Life is a game which the universe plays with itself. I am done playing as this bundle of flesh returned me a them. Holy shit. Alright, so he was definitely praying, and that got a little bit dark at the end there. Woo. Alrighty. Since we're out here, let's go ahead and take a quick look around, make sure we didn't miss anything when we were here. You know, just give one last hurrah to the mushroom biome, since we probably won't be coming back here for quite a while unless there's another life pod and another guy that, you know, like, was like, the emissary's crashing over there, so that must be like the cool crash site. So he wanted to be in the same place or something. I don't know. Is that a thing? Ooh. See how it's suddenly getting darker and just instantly more ominous. And we got a phone call. So we can, oh, you can fuck off. So I don't know if you guys remember, the warpers can like pull you out of your vehicles and shit, which makes them just the worst. Oh, we got another fish somehow. They're usually near alien stuff. Oh! Ah! They're usually near alien stuff or crash sites, is what I feel like I've noticed. And we might as well grab this scrap here real quick. Oh wait, no, that's a node. Oh, is that copper? If that's copper, we could use that, because you can always use more copper, as I've said a billion times, and it just never seems to be enough. I always try to grab it by breaking those shitty little rocks and do so little of it. This looks, yeah, this has to be copper because it doesn't have like those crazy gold streaks on it. So that's a really good pickup. See? Glad we took a second to look around. Thought I heard something there, but maybe it was just one of the little sand shark guys. Oh, that guy did a fucking barrel roll. Holy shit. We know what games he's been playing. What else do we see? Oh, there's like a little bug or something over there that's all lit up. Alright, that was definitely a sound, right? Oh, I hope we're not interrupted like we were a couple episodes ago. That sounds deeper though. Maybe that's just one of those like big floaty guys that, you know, loves us, doesn't want to do horrible things to our, like, in and around our mouth. Anything else? There's some scrap down there, but I don't really want to go all the way over there just for some scrap. Go ahead and throw the copper and the titanium here in the thing. In our little prawn mecha chute. Oh, we've already done that. We've been there. We don't need to do that again. Oh, fuck. You see how instantly he disappears because of how dark it is? I hope we're not just making like shitloads of noise. Fuck, where did that go? You see how instantly like they disappear from sight? Let's see if we can get a look at this shadow again. I know we did see one up close, but it'd be cool to spot one just kind of like swimming around, right? As long as he doesn't fucking try to get fresh. Oh, fuck! Alright. And he just instantly vanished. I don't think he spotted us. We're just gonna start making our way out. That was about as close as I wanted to get. You see, I mean, if he had looked our direction, there's no way he would have missed us. That would have been that would have been rough. That's a silver deposit. I don't think we have a bunch of silver stored at the moment, but that's not one that you use nearly as often. So fuck, I don't like how quiet it is right here. So I think that's the dunes down there then. Because we've got Red Plateau here. We've got, excuse me. We've got Mushroom Forest over there. So, especially considering that we just saw the Leviathan over there, I think that that is probably the dunes down there. And we still need to check that out, but I would rather check it out having a Cyclops close by. That way, if we get, like, savagely thrown from our mech, or if our mech dies, we still have a vehicle we can hop into and escape with. Unless, of course, he decides to go for the double kill, which I suppose is... Ooh. That could have been awkward. So, I don't know if I told you guys this story. I got my Seamoth stuck in that wreck right there somehow one time. I was just cruising around here, just hanging out, and next thing I know, I'm in the middle of that ship in one of, like, the rooms with, like, welded doors on either side. Now, luckily I had the welding tool, but at the same time, you can't fit the Seamoth out of those doors. So, that wasn't the best. Wasn't the best. We're going to try to make sure that we never experience that one again. And yeah, we're making some good progress here, guys. The only broadcast it looks like we have left, I mean, we haven't gone to the energy pulse origin, but I happen to know that something else is going to take us that direction anyway here shortly, or I assume here shortly. And then that, like I said, we'll check out when we check out the future base, because they're pretty much in the same... God damn it! Pretty much in the same place. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, next episode, I think we'll probably go try to set up that new base, because I'm very excited to do that. And the area we're going to set it up at happens to be insanely fucking cool. So it's gonna be a really good time. And here we are back at the base. Or we could go ahead and load the prawn up it. Excuse me? He followed me home. What a bastard. And yeah, we are looking fantastic. We are looking absolutely set to go. So it looks like we have a couple of, I can probably, let's see, let's go ahead and grab some food here real quick. So yeah, we're gonna, next time, we're gonna set up that new base. Oh, shit! Next time, we're gonna set up that new base. We're gonna get everything looking good over there. I'm gonna show you guys that process that I was talking about. Oh, and we can't forget to take our poster, because we fucking love that poster. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. That poster's fantastic. It's been keeping us going, and it's gonna keep us going even in hell itself. We'll grab one last super awesome water for the road. I know I've already loaded some salt up, so we don't need to take all of that with us. And we could do with having an extra battery or two. We'll keep a couple here, just for the times that we do have to come back. And, you know, check stuff out here, which does happen. Definitely does happen. Basically, this space here, we are going to keep it. We're going to keep it in perfect running condition that it's in now. We're going to leave all of this stuff here so that it supports itself. That way, whenever we've got to come back near the Aurora for some of these earlier biomes, to do some of the stuff that, or, you know, to collect resources we've collected before, but kind of have to, like, you know, didn't get quite enough of. Or when we get a, you know, cheeky beacon that happens to be in one of the zones we've already been in, we will have kind of a central staging point that we can charge at, re-grab some food at. Those fucking guys. Every time. Every time you're trying to talk, they just gotta go crazy. So yeah, like I said, we'll keep this base. However, at the same time, we have grown up a little bit. We've gotten some new vehicles. We've gotten some new stuff. It is time to move forward with our lives. You know what? It wouldn't be a bad idea to, you know, maybe take some of this stuff with us to, like, we'll plant a couple of those, because it's always nice to have some of this close by. We'll be able to make our lube and our silicone, like, rubber pants whenever we want to. We'll also grab one of these just because these guys will look really fucking cool. It'd be good to have one of those there. You know what? All this stuff's fucking cool. Let's grab a little bit. Oh, we're full. Hold on. We'll eat our watermelon. We'll drop. Hold on. We'll plant this one. We'll plant this one. And then we could do with having one of the. Oh. We want to actually get the seed. There we go. We'll grab one from there and one from there if we have the room. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Not quite. We just need to clear one more spot. We'll go ahead and stuff this guy back in here. That should do the trick. Boop. You can just stay there for now. Which means we can grab this now. Bam. So now we've got some of all of our plants. We can make sure that we keep all of that stuff with us. We'll be good to go. You can see we've got plenty of food and water. And before we actually head out there, I will show you guys what all is loaded into the ocean fucker. But we'll go ahead and save that for next time. We will go ahead and get the prawn suit loaded up now, though. Actually, there are some... What did we leave in here? Copper? Is it just copper? I know we've got... And see, it's always nice to keep backup food and water in your prawn or sea moth. You can see we've got a couple of beacons still. We've got 2 flares. We don't really end up using those as much, but we might find a time to use them. Power cells and the spare battery. We've got some extra titanium and copper. Nothing wrong with having some of that stuff with us. Now we're gonna head up here. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, we didn't grab any potatoes, but we can come back for those. We did grab some watermelon, which is the superior food source, so we won't worry too much about it. Though maybe these... Oh, fuck. We've already got one of these on board. It doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. We thought of everything. Alright, well, I will see you all next time. and we will prepare to make the new base. It'll be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Goodbye.